We actually met online. We're one of the rare success stories of online dating.
I remember feeling like I don't really care about dating, but I was going through profiles and I saw what I thought to be a super handsome guy, and then I'd scrolled through his pictures and he put a picture of just his dog, and then he had the caption of, "I included my dog because she's immaculate." And I remember thinking, it's so adorable that he loves his dog so much that she got her own photo on his dating profile. And I was too impatient to wait for him to reach out to me. So I reached out to him right away, and my opening line was complimenting his dog because I thought that was a good way in.
And we just started talking to each other and really got to know each other. So by the time our first date came around, we knew everything about each other, so there was no small talk. This first date is either going to take us to the next one or we're done.
And I remember being so scared to meet him and like standing outside and not sure like how you carry yourself when you meet someone. For me, the best part of our first date was that we skipped all of small talk because we had been talking so much over phone and text that by the time we met each other, we already were at the point of like very familiar joking with each other. Both of us were fairly disillusioned with dating in general. Not that we had been through like terrible things, but we were kind of at the point in our lives where we were like, if I meet someone, awesome. If I don't, also awesome. This like isn't a thing that we're putting a ton of work into. And so on our first date, I think there was no pressure because neither of us were feeling like, I'm looking for a spouse and this has to, right? So when we started dating, it was just so easy for us to be together and be around each other. So our first date was really good. Yeah, as soon as we met, it was like a super easy conversation. And then after our first date, we went on our second date like 1 or 2 days after that. And our third date was 1 or 2 days after that. And I really don't think we stopped seeing each other until now. He makes it so easy to also just say how you feel.
No person in the world understands me better than her. Unbelievably sweet. She's just such a sweet-natured person, and it's rare to find. It's rare to find a person that's just nice and sweet are two very different things. And she's just a really sweet person. Upon meeting somebody, she's just all in. Her sense of humor, what she laughs at, her actual laugh is hilarious. How she lets me make fun of her laugh. That's funny. Her family is just outstanding.
So the short answer is that I like everything about Travis. The love that he has for the people that matter to him make it so easy to be around him and make it so easy for you to be who you are and be appreciated and loved as you are. Because he sees it and he feels it and he appreciates it. It doesn't hurt that he's very funny. That's a big plus.
Was the first girl that I dated of her type, which is exactly what you need. But when you find what you need instead of what you've been just chasing after, what you need doesn't usually catch you at the right time. It's a different frequency. Once I learned that she was what I needed, she became everything that I wanted. As soon as I knew that, you stop looking. There's nothing to look for.
He's very handsome, and he's just a person that really lives his life the way that he wants to live his life. So he explores his passions, which is just like so awesome to be a part of, and to see someone who knows what they want to do and is finding a way to do it. He's really funny, and even when things are like not awesome, he's able to make jokes and he sees what's going on and he can be there and he can still kind of make you feel better. Like super loving, super loyal, and super supportive. So yeah, he's a very easy person to love.
It was a journey that no other person has ever taken me through. It was a self-discovery because of her existence.
I remember saying, well, I'm only gonna date someone if they picture themselves getting married, and I'm only gonna live with someone if they're gonna propose to me. And like I put all these things out that are kind of against the rules of dating someone. No matter what I said, he was always like, of course. I feel like when you date, you're not supposed to tell the other person you want a relationship. That's like a rule of dating. You're supposed to say, whatever happens, happens. And I told him that, and he was like, no. People that say that, it's because they either don't know what they want or they're not honest about what they want. But if you're with someone that you really care about and you really like, of course you want to date them. Of course you want to be with them. Of course you want to live with them. of course we want to marry them. So I feel like I knew I was falling in love with Travis so early, like 2 weeks in, crazy early. So Travis proposed, we'd already been together 4 years. He was really adamant about wanting it to be a surprise, which is difficult because we live together, we spend a ton of time together. There's not a lot of areas to surprise someone when you're always with them. But we had a vacation with my family in Hawaii, and he had not mentioned anything. Nothing, like I had told him a long time ago that I wanted to be a part of ring shopping, and we hadn't gone ring shopping and he hadn't said anything, so I figured there was still some time.
I was like, well, if we get to Hawaii and right when we get there, I'll just propose to her on the beach right before we even check in the room. Like just go right to the sand, and her brother helped me.
We landed, we got to the hotel, and immediately my brother was making a big deal of like really wanting to go to the ocean. So we went down to the ocean, like in our airplane clothes, hadn't even gone to the room yet, bags on the side. And as soon as we got to the water, Travis runs into the ocean. He was like, oh my gosh, did you guys see this thing? It's so cool. And he runs in, and my honest emotion was scared. I was like, he just ran into the ocean. I'm pretty sure his phone is in his pocket. What is he thinking? And then he ran back out and got to know when he said basically all the perfect things that you can say to someone when you propose to them, and all like a bunch of inside jokes and really lovely things about how he feels about me. And to me, what stood out about it was, number one, he had gotten my whole family involved, which is so important to me. So he had, like, my brother had a role, and he had already gone ring shopping with my mom, which I didn't know about, and he had already asked my dad for permission.
And we all did it, and they were all there. And I think it was the better thing to do.
The best part was that I was, number one, completely caught off guard, but number two was that he had gotten my complete family involved, and that they were.
Jenny means everything to me, and there's a lot there. Obviously, there's a lot to unpack, but you realize when you meet a certain person, and I guess this is a person that you do want to be with forever, that maybe everything you have is wrapped up in that person, and maybe that's not a problem at all. Maybe that's just the best gift that's been bestowed upon you, is just having it all in front of you, and then just the responsibility to take care of that. But
I was the first one to say I love you, and I remember calculating the moment, and that was a few months into our relationship, and I knew then, and I still know now, and I think that our life together is more than I ever could have dreamed of, and we have a home together, and we have our pets together, and so I only have excitement going into this wedding. I have no nervousness, I have nothing. I just feel unbelievably excited and unbelievably grateful.
She's everything. She's every solution to every problem that I have daily that I can't deal with on my own. She's every voice that I wish that I could hear. She's just everything.
Where I had no fear of telling him how I felt or where I saw our relationship going. Every kind of life step, he was just so ready for and so excited about, that he gave me license to always be very open about how I was feeling and what I was looking for, and I had never experienced that before.
Yeah, Jenny, I do love you, and I am going to do everything in my power to make sure that you know that every day. I'll gladly do that every day for the rest of my life.